Пошла загрузка. Так. Позабьем. Ага. 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 Пошел процессинг. Отлично. Угу. Ну все, погнали. Ёбаный рот. Что у нас имеется? Какие миссии? Ну, давай эти выполним.
Get out! Who do you think you are to foil our ritual? One of those mind shakers, no doubt.
Aiden, it is your duty to assure we are not interrupted.
1,000 pardons, Tien. It is indeed one of those mind shakers.
A mind shaker? Look at him more closely, Aiden. He is an Almanawi. Present yourself and tell me why you interrupt our...
Зачем ты прервал церемонию? Ты...
My name is...
А?
Ask for your help.
I greet you, Donegal. We are so sorry to have interrupted your ritual, but my friend truly needs your advice.
Don't excuse yourself. Are you the daughter of Bladnid? Are you not a Donegad as well?
It is true, but my powers of healing are far less powerful than your own.
Then, how can I help you?
My cousin suffers from a terrible sickness, the Malachor.
I do not know this sickness. But perhaps we call it by a different name.
It turns the blood black and provokes terrible suffering. And alas, it is fatal in all cases.
We've never seen the ailing touched by such a sickness, and I doubt I am able to heal your cousin.
We are looking for a remedy, but urgently need to relieve his pain. Could you slow the progression of the sickness? Keep him from suffering?
In that, I can help you. I know how to make one forget the pain, even the most severely wounded.
Тамаковые капли или что?
Tiern, with all that is happening now, you cannot leave to visit this ill person.
It is true. My village needs me now.
Ну мы все сделаем,
I
братишка.
cannot leave. I must attend them.
What is going on? Perhaps we can help you.
Truly? You?
Do they have a choice, Aiden? They do really seem to have need of me, don't they?
Well then, tell us what we need to do.
The situation has become unbearable. And it all started when these mind shakers began arriving. They wanted to convert everyone and take them to another place. Turn them away from us. And of course, the village folk would not be persuaded. But the mind shakers remained.
And it was also at that time the Tenlands started to attack. It is not their way to do as such.
There are many wounded, and recently many have gone missing. We must discover from where these monsters come.
I can try and talk sense into the missionaries, perhaps with the help of Bishop Petrus. As for the attacks of the creatures, I will see what I can do. But I need more information.
Our master hunter, or the families of the taken, could most likely help you.
Very well. I'll take care of it. Make preparations to accompany us. The days are burning like very thin candles.
Do not worry. If you see to the concerns of my
Ну,
village,
понятно.
Let's go and see this master hunter. He may be able to explain all there is to learn about these attacks.
Поговорить с охотником нельзя, поговорить с проповедниками. Окей. Так, а где это находится? Ты охотник? Не. Повезло ей. Синенькие, синенькие нам нужны. Я не хотел с тобой говорить.
I must leave you.
Что это такое? Бродячий священник, окей. Тут ничего нет. Так, это проповедники.
Good day. I'm the legate.
Of course. Our allies from the...
Could you tell me...
We have constructed in this protected paradise.
Have you heard about the Tenlin attacks on the village?
I didn't know those creatures were given that name. We offered them our help.
In exchange for some inspiring conversation, I suppose.
Of course. These horrors... To chase only a few away would be of no...
You haven't been victim of these attacks?
On occasion, yes. But thanks to the Illuminated, we were able to chase them away with little effort.
Очень интересно.
You seem to assert that the attacks of these Tenlins is somehow linked to the demons on the isle. Whereas these are creatures that the natives have always known. They nest beside them.
These are familiar beasts, but hasn't anyone informed you that their patterns have changed? These creatures have been riled up by the demons of the island, who have come to realize sending them against these poor... There is only one way to truly make...
The Denegat of this village wishes for you to depart.
And you expect us to obey him? Having to leave would be to abandon the simplistic... No, my child. We will...
The Denegat of this village wishes for you to depart. You disturb the...
And you expect us to obey him? To leave would be to abandon the... No.
I must go. We're going to need to find some leverage if we want to force these missionaries to leave. One more thing.
Yes?
I must go.
Я хотел по палаткам пошарить.
One more thing.
Yeah.
I must go.
Надо обойти здесь, типа, или что? В этом вся загвоздка. Не. Что, надо дождаться темноты? После моста направо. Оп, сюда, два дона, ебать. Они до сих пор здесь. А вон есть какой-то обход. Мы ж там поднимались, блять, ничего там не было. Чё они издеваются? Наша миссия правда медленнее, чем предполагали, ничего зачем собираться с именно верой отказываться узреть свет. Понятно, что придется потрудиться, чтобы стать что они творят, если об этом узнать бесценно.
How can these so-called religious men dare to abuse these young people? I thought that the word of the enlightened was very clear on this subject.
They do not see us as fellow humans, so they think they can do anything they want to us.
One more thing.
Yes?
I found a document. Your missionaries have forgotten the divine teachings.
A few should have never read that.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Нормально. Так, а ну-ка все постойте, пока ваши щитки не сломаются. Еще постой. Еще постой. Все щитки сломаются. Вы меня заставляете нервничать. Этого сломались. Вот 3 патрона и все. Раз, два, три. Мало. 4, 5. Раз, два, три, 4, 5. Пока вы там одного гасили, я весь лагерь перебил.
Stop! We lay down our weapons.
Now leave the region.
We shall not forget the manner in which you have treated us.
Да нам похуй. Окей, иди, охотник. Сука, я ж подходил, блядь. Чего он их не убил? Ну, типа, не было возможности их убить. Почему? Ты чё?
Good day. Are you the master?
Beortir to Madren, I'd say.
What can you tell me about the
They
tenants?
are normally very peaceful during the attacks. I know
What do you mean?
that the other beasts don't come from here, but
The Denegad.
the Ten Lands have been angered. The beasts have always lived here. Of late, they attack on sight. It may be that the Ten Lands...
The Denegad. Were there many victims? Can you...
Очень интересно.
I believe I can help you.
You must destroy their nest. There are... I would have I did not. You must burn them. We see the night...
I thank you for your... Isn't it... Is there anything that we might be able to...
Besides destroying them, do you know the art of crafting weapons?
I can try to...
Here...
I must be going. Katasach advised us to speak with the families of those missing. Perhaps they might know where the tenants have built their nests. Here is your weapon. It has been made new.
Thank you. It belonged to my master. It may be that you are more on Armanawi than during my walks. I felt...
Why didn't you try to...
He is very strong. Traps.
You say he doesn't have his...
That he was... But
I must be going.
Сейчас мы все сделаем, если 44 туда. Ну да, погнали. Ну как обычно, блядь. Прохода хуйма.
Good day. My name is Desarde.
Yes, my little brother.
Your Denegad asked me to help you. Any inf...
This is true. I hope your words to be heartfelt.
Can you just...
Очень интересно, брат.
Can you tell...
Очень интересно.
Did your brother... What do you...
He could, but...
You think that... I will... What can you... Yeah. I must be leaving. Good day. I've been sent here by your Denegad. He asked me to help you.
I hope he is right, and that you are not like the night.
Your sister...
Очень интересно.
Is there any...
Ну так брат и сестра, они съебались. Что любят друг
Was
друга.
your own...
Yes.
I couldn't care less about her.
I have told you all I know.
Very well. Tell me if...
But they
Do you know?
know
Very well.
it is...
I must leave now.
Что значит стихийный препарат? У меня есть такое? Вот это стихийная ловушка. Так, одно, второе. Пути пропавших. О, да мы тут надолго, да? Начнем с этого. Нахрена нам стихийный препарат? Ладно, давай посмотрим, что из этого получится.
Given the presence of the tenons in this clearing, there must be a nest not far from here.
Вот стойте пока все в заморозке, блядь.
I should come back later.
А, типа взорвать это надо,
It
хуйня.
is dawn, the ideal moment. I must kill the dominant and destroy the nest. Let's see if we can ward off this fate!
Где взять этот стихийный препарат? Есть магазин. Хуй. Четыре хватит. Че есть что-то интересное? Нихуя, да? Кольцо легендарное продаешь? Че интересного, бля? Обратно я не могу вернуться, ну ладно.
We are near water, in the area the fisherman's brother mentioned. A nest must be close to here.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Время боя типа нельзя, да? Этому проблема, это убил.
The ideal now. I must kill the dominant monster and destroy the rest.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
Сейчас выпьем поезд, не волнуйся. О, уровень сюда. Что там по очкам навыков? Есть что-то интересное? Нет? Зачем я 2 туда положил? Будем считать, что это забаговалось что-то. Типа на деревьях сидели или как-то. Да какой поушен, ничего не надо. Кто это? О, кайф. Зачем ты это сделал? Давай мы будем ломать ему броню сначала. Че орешь-то, блядь? А, это ему точно надо всю броню сломать. Отойдите от него, блядь. И поехали. Надо наложить дебафы. И поехали. Drink the potion называется. Ну и куда он стрельнул, ёбаный дебил. Сюда его. Рок короля лесов. Плюс 150. Он тут оказался, вообще интересно, что он охранял. Странно, что ничего нету тут такого. Просто ходил себе. А, вот чувачок есть какой-то. Ключ богатого торговца. Это интересно. Так, ну один босс-файт есть уже, хорошо. Оставьте его, блядь.
The hunter told me that I would find a nest in this area.
Сейчас всех дебафнем.
The dominant one only came out at dawn. I should come back later. It is dawn, the ideal moment. I must kill the dominant one before destroying the nest. Poison on my blade. And let's go!
Или подебафаем просто за пару дней, когда накачал сильнейшего мага в этой версии.
The third nest is destroyed. The master hunter will be relieved to hear it, I'm sure.
Тут у нас вчера был камень, я уже забирал. Теперь жители.
A basket full of berries and a trap full of fish. All of it scattered and half-eaten by beasts. Our two lost souls were here together. They must have been attacked, or they wouldn't have left these behind. Let's search the area. Maybe we can find their trail.
Кровь. Мы были в этой пещере.
That cavern seems home to some creatures. Let's be wary. It could very well be the lair of that great tenland the hunter spoke of.
A bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Close to it, sorry.
Где? Куда? Да нажмись кнопка, блядь. Ну да, мы были в этой пещере.
Three corpses. One is older than the others. Judging by his clothing, he was a missionary. And two others are more recent. A man and a woman. A missing couple, no doubt. They were dragged here.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
Все, не добьют.
I cannot believe that these missionaries use such a ruse to achieve their goals.
2 youths died because of them.
Now you understand why some of us fight against the Renaigse. Their words are always sweet, but all they bring is death.
Let's return to the village. Their families need to be informed.
Ясно, ничего интересного. Ну и ладно.
Well, on Almanau.
Ну ничего страшного, умер и умер. Бывает.
Do you have any new? Oh,
The nests are destroyed, and with the death of the White Tenland, the attacks should cease. And we were even able to convince the missionaries to leave. Katasak should be willing to follow us now. Let's go and find him. In the I'll.
Мы все сделали, давай.
This pain, it'll be the death of me. I can't control my body. It's like being a stranger in a marionette set ablaze, consumed by a smouldering fire. The moment's growing near, isn't it? Am I about to surrender my ghost to the Reaper of Souls? You pop in just when you're needed, cousin, as always. Who are you? Your hand is cold as ice.
Your cousin is burning.
That is such a relief.
Let me present Katisak, Constantine. He is the greatest healer on the island. He will help you.
Please, stay.
I am here for you, Urnaikse, and I will not leave until I found a way to ease your pain and suffering. Fill your mind with the patience of the ocean. I know not how much time I will need. I've never seen such a sickness. The spirits of your lands must be quite horrendous to cast down such evils upon the peoples that live there.
Thank you. Thank you, cousin. I don't want to imagine.
Ага, все это есть, мы только...
My dear cousin, come closer and tell me what brings you.
Constantine.
This sickness is horrible, believe me. Now, but you have not come to hear my complaints. Speak.
Allow me to present Afra, an emissary of the Bridge Alliance. She is an eminent naturalist who studies local flora.
You were part of Governor...
Yes, and our research would have borne fruit if it hadn't been so brutally...
I can only imagine. Nevertheless, I implore you.
I wanted to inform you of our progress made in the attempt to discover it. As you advised, I followed the lead. However,
They both pointed in the same direction. They call him En-on-mil Frictaman, the god of many faces.
How can you be sure that it's not some sort of...
I saw it with my... It is possible that the Malakal...
You are referring to the sea. The entire continent is paying to...
But if it were true, he must...
Katasak, my friend. I saw you flinch hearing that name. You were familiar with this being.
All of the Donegada know him, even in their flesh. He is Tirfredi. It is with him we make our bond. But I would be surprised that he is at the origin of your sickness. He is generous and only rages when attacked and wounded.
I fear that is exactly what we did. Cousin, I know that I ask much of you, but I have no choice. You need to go and find this magical being. I won't survive for much longer. Beg him. Offer him all that he wants, but we must have this remedy. I need it.
I shall do all in my power, Constantine, I promise you. But I was already sent to fight a guardian under that pretext, and it almost...
There is a way so sacred that even we, En-on-mil Frictaman, decides. It is not I. Go and find Glendon, the sage of the village council, to be able to speak with him. You must present...
I had no idea.
You have not yet been named Mal of your clan, Siora, daughter. When this has come to pass, we will give you a seat.
It is a symbol of great trust.
I do not wish to lose this, and also, you...
Thank you, Katasak. And thank you, dear cousin.
Поехали, будем выполнять миссии основные. Нападение на караваны меня не интересует. Орден Света, пошел он нахуй. Ясно. Ну, все магические таланты я сделал. Щит мы привяжем на 7. Хотел поставить G и показать на карте. Окей, не знаю, там мы были. Ага, это не здесь. Посмотрим, куда нам дальше. Ага. Лагерь у Вильгидо. Окей. Какие-то новые земли идем. Сюда? Да. Тупо по прямой. Погнали. Серьезная музыка. Да ну какие-то чуваки. Мне надо мифическое существо найти, а меня заставляют драться с бандитами. Ну нахуй. Местях. Давай мы этих купим. Майнинг все. Все отлично. Сюда бурачник, ебать. Ты еноты, блять. Отлично. Это тоже лагерь. Ладно, раз не можем пойти к нему, пойдем туда. Сюда, перышки. Да, локация большая. Кто здесь? Никого. Палатка стоит. Так попали, да, я понимаю. Фу, блядь, мы отсюда пришли. Пошли поисследуем. О, видишь, тут корни какие-то. Хорошо, мы потом сюда придем, не волнуйтесь. Ясно, сюда нам пока не надо, что возвращаемся. Сюда нам пока не надо, хорошо. Можно сюда, да, пойти? Нет, нельзя. Бесите. Арена какая-то. Тут будет жертвоприношение какое-то жесткое. Пошли лагерь откроем. красное, да? Это что это? Кстати, красиво сделано, интересно. А ну пошли на этот островочек. Шных не будем трогать. Прикольный остров. Был бы я разработчиком, я бы что-то на нем бы сделал. Прикольно. Ну ладно. Это было интересно, но до пизды. Пошли к вожаку деревни. Ща этот... Хотел за клеточку сказать, нет? Локация хорошо проработана, кстати, в отличие от остальных. Стекло фон деревни интересно. Приколы всякие он висят. Кстати, а вот есть самый телепорт. Деревню, как хотел сказать, телепорта нет, значит что-то тут будет. А не, есть телепорт.
Hello, my name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. May I enter?
Good day, Legate Desardet. No, this building is closed to Renaigse.
I am Shiora, daughter of Vladne, daughter of Meb. My mother, the Mal of the...
All here remember. But you are not yet Mal in her stead. I am sorry, Sio.
I beg your pardon.
Here is the seal of the Denegad Katasach, of the village of Wenshavier.
And so you are a trusted friend of the great healer. Enter.
Вот именно.
You are welcome.
I give you warm greetings, Glendan. I am Desardet.
Your merchant congregation sways me very slightly from my... His trust in you makes me stubborn.
I seek a remedy. My cousin, as well as many other people on our islands, we think that only...
Really? And Katasach sent you to see me?
He told me that the only way to meet with your god was to come and see you.
Judge your intentions. But even if I should do this, for the path you seek to follow has only been tread but a... We must begin where everything begins.
What must I do?
You must go to a cavern and tell me...
And this cavern is guarded.
That is true.
That is
But
true.
the simplest solution is not... I hope you will prove that you... Go now.
What can you tell me about this?
It is the most sacred place of the island. I protected these doors like my father before.
Am I to gather that there has never been a High King in your family?
We are heads of the Council of Kings.
I see.
The heart of the island beats nearly.
What can you tell me about
That
it? Can you tell
We
me?
do and so.
Очень интересно.
I must leave.
Qua Awelams.
You have spoken to Glendan as you wanted. What more can I do for you?
I was asked to pass the trial of water. What do you...
I have never passed it. Only those who must it is a
Do you have any advice to give me?
I only know that the trial can be passed in many... One way is through strength, but I know no more than this. Anything else?
Nothing else, thank you.
Good luck.
Не потеряйся в своем отражении. Окей, как нам туда пройти? Обойти и зайти, окей. Такие зеленые по отношению к остальным.
Siora, Do you know anything about the trial that awaits?
My mother passed it during the last election, but it was Vinbar that was elected in the end.
Did she tell you about it?
A little, but it is a secret trial. I know that you must choose your path in your way. Combat is not necessarily the best response, even if it allows you. If you are confronted with animals, remind yourself, and there are ways of altering food to make those who eat.
Is that an...
Ну погнали. Типа надо стелсом пройти, она нам советует.
Look, they're eating the old carcass. If you poured some sleeping potion on it, they'd fall asleep.
Есть у меня зелье сна? Сори, только так, у меня нет зелья.
This room is full of beasts that the natives call dorsentats. They seem to be resting. Perhaps we can pass without waking them if we move silently.
I need a bit of practice.
Понятно.
Watch out, Anadai! You were freezing and you had this empty stare. The water.
Yes. Exactly.
Tell us. Visions.
I was in the sky. I was high up, and it felt suddenly...
Блядь, это надо было послушать.
Once again, these visions open gates. Try to remember them.
I was in the sky.
Летал по
I was
небу.
floating, carried by the... This stone is blackened, eaten away.
Смерть,
This stone bears the image of a storm.
буря, ветер.
On this stone, the sun is visible.
Теперь
This
сразу
stone bears
нажал.
the image of... On
Это у
this
нас
stone,
чё?
the sun is visible.
Солнце.
The drawing on this stone makes me think of
Огонь.
fire. This
И
drawing
жизнь,
looks
да?
like an infant.
Хорошо.
Could it represent life?
Ты поговоришь
Once
со мной?
again, these visions open gates. Try to remember them.
Смерть,
I was in the sky. I was floating. Here, this looks like a snowflake.
снежинка.
This stone is adorned with the
Как на
etching of a
воде.
drop of water. This stone is blackened, eaten away.
Блядь, как же тяжело.
I think it's supposed to evoke death.
Ты будешь говорить со мной?
Once again, these visions open gates. Try to
Ветер
remember
есть.
them.
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind, and it was a cold feeling. I was high up, and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then the sun warmed me. Suddenly I bounced on the ground. And I was taken... Here, this looks like a...
Once again, these visions open gates.
Так,
Try to
жизнь,
remember them.
огонь,
I was in the sky.
солнце,
I was floating,
смерть,
carried by the wind,
вода,
and it was a cold feeling.
ветер,
I was high up, and it was getting colder and colder.
замерзала.
I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then the sun warmed me. Suddenly I bounced on the ground. And I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated. And I was suddenly with you again.
Там всем биться надо, нет?
Karans, I need to talk to you.
I'm listening, Siora.
Do you remember the mind shake?
Yes. If I understand correctly.
Even though these priests would make good allies against the lions, because my mother would never have traded this, and she would have wanted to be buried according.
So you think that they're lying?
Yes. And will you investigate it?
I cannot go there now, but we will talk about it again.
Anything else?
I must pass the...
I have heard it talked about. It is one...
Did she tell...
A little. I know the combat, if you are... And there... Anything else?
I must leave you.
Ну, пошли матери
Karans,
поможем.
I want to... Will you...
Он будет нападать?
I need a bit of practice. This must be the seal that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tearfredi. And a face is drawn within it.
The spirit of the volcano. One of the faces of ein O'Neill Frichterman.
Ну давай переместимся, посмотрим. Решим ее загадку, так сказать. Подожди, вот он служитель солнца, давай его возьмем вместо Ласку. Итак, блядь, кто там пиздел?
Hello, my child. What a pleasure to see someone come. Do you want to hear the word?
Not really, Father. My name...
Nice to meet you. What can we do for you?
We would like to know more about the agreement.
I do not see how our agreement concerns the congregation. We swore to provide this village with all our support in their...
In exchange, its inhabitants will have to renounce their...
My mother would never have made such an agreement. She's the one who encouraged me to...
The Queen had understood that the light was the only truth. It is for this reason that we have accepted to seal our agreement.
She had an engraver come to Falristal.
I do not believe a single word of this.
You would do well to hold your tongue, young lady. This village is now...
By not respecting us, you are committing...
Because you think that you can administer justice here.
Siora, let's not get into another battle and make new enemies.
That is an excellent idea.
О, камень хуй знает где, да? Нам нужен лагерь у Фалристели. Хорошо, что тут пооткрывал. Вообще ни о чем. Какие-то приколы у них есть. О, зелье магии всегда приятно.
Here's the stone we were looking for. Strange.
This stone was damaged on purpose. We will never know the precise...
There may be a way. Promises. Those who want to make these agreements must turn to a keeper of promises. There are but a few. We did not have one. He must be the one who...
I thought you could not write.
The Donegada have a secret. Those who want to seal a promise.
Окей, где он находится? Хорошо, давай обратно в лагерь.
Strange. It looks like no one's there, but the door's left open.
Пиздец какой-то произошел.
Everything is broken and turned upside down. A sculpted engraved stone. Empty. What happened here?
It seems like there was a fight. Everything is scattered around.
It's as if someone wanted to meticulously
The owner must have left in a hurry, taking a few...
Unless someone else did this.
Do you know where he might be?
This engraved stone bears the mark. He is the Rispekaradeg originally belonged to this...
Let's go to Vicky...
Ну, погнали. Далеко? Так, ну раньше туда нельзя было. Что же изменилось? Давай попробуем. Тут был какой-то камень, который не давал нам пройти. Может, по истечению времени он и пропал, так что надо проверить. Да, нам дальше. Чего они спят утром, непонятно. Пусть спят. Вот, камень и пиздец. И что делать?
Karants, do you need...
I must leave you.
А, отсюда можно зайти. Пиздец, а нахуй тогда тут такой вход делать? А не, вы мне не нужны, ребятки. Я знал, что можно обойти. Ну супер. Что сказать, супер. Я думал, тут по сюжету можно будет в этом пройти. Да, ну ладно. Тут и камушек сразу. Камушек, пожалуйста, сюда. Чпуньк. Торговец, старейшина. Но со старейшиной надо будет поговорить в любом случае. Что нам что-то да и скажет. Большая деревня с торговцем, кстати.
Ой! Look at all the...
Купить. Все равно урона меньше, братик. О. С такой бы я не разумел.
Bird to mud. You are on Olmanawi.
Legate Blau.
Yes. Those who have yellow eyes.
They're coins. But to answer your question, yes.
Is legate the...
No. It means that I'm in charge of...
So I was right. Some of your clan are preventing us...
Really?
Several seasons ago, some men from your clan... There were some old trees in this glade. At first, everything was fine. So we wanted to heal them, but they won't let us come close.
I could investigate.
Yes, please.
Сначала поговорим с хранителем обетов, а потом, может быть, мы тебе поможем. Потом, и может быть.
Bird to mud. You're very strange.
My name is Desade.
You are a Lugair Blau? Oh, I didn't know there were on Almanawi amongst them. They may not be so different. What brings you here?
We're looking for Karadeg, the Keeper of Promise.
Did he come back to your village?
He did come, and then he left.
Do you know where he might have gone?
He feared someone. He must have left for the woods, south of here.
Did you exile him?
He is the one who left. He disagreed with us. He thought that we should be fighting them, throwing them back to the sea. And I did not want him to return. Is there anything...
I must leave.
Занимайтесь, ребят. Окей, погнали искать его. Кого мы ищем? Кирганес? Не, Карадега мы ищем. Не хочет убивать ее, окей. Нет, так нет. Блять, и как нам туда спуститься? Или нам не надо туда спускаться?
He's over there.
Signora,
Bertir.
These strangers are my friends.
What do you want?
Tell me about your...
Most words must be free, but some, those who want, then...
So you're a kind of
Do you want to know?
We would like to ask you about it.
It is the stone of the Renaiks. I did not like them, but I could not refuse to. And now that she is no...
It is because you are the last person.
I kept the piece of tree bark in which I...
With this tree bark, we could verify what my mother...
No, Donegad. The Renaiks only bring us trouble, and you come with them. I do not want to deal with them ever again.
Since you want to chase the Renaigse away, and since you want protection, why don't you join the rebels? We could indicate the location of one of their camps for you.
The rebels?
The Donea Exregao. They fight the Renaigse, and they accept people from all clans.
I have heard about them, but I didn't know where.
We could help you, but we need this tree bark.
It's in that case, I hope that it will help you to change. And I did not...
What do these glyphs say?
That we will assist the priests in their war against the lions, and they must help us in return. There is nothing about the spirits of the people of the village, or renouncing our traditions. I knew they were lying. Let's show this to Iseult.
Давай.
Siora, Asir, Bertir to Madisel. What do you...
Azeld, about this pact your mother supposed...
Yes.
We went to Falris...
Were you able... No. You're probably...
We retreat...
Siora, what's not a promise? There's nothing. And even less. So they lie. I think it's high time. I think so.
Oh,
you lied to us. You took us for gullible children. Leave this village at once. You will never be welcome here again.
But if you want our help with the Alliance...
Я могу, конечно, харизмой, но может Петрусом попробовать.
Petrus, could you try to...
My brothers and sisters, you have tried to convert this village. It's time for you to recognize...
Father, do...
Come on. We cannot disobey a...
I did not think... Thank you. Thanks to you. Yes. Siora, of course.
О, Сиора, дружба. Что она дает дружба с Сиорой? Что нам дает дружба с Сиорой, алё? Бонус дружбы — энергичность. Охуеть. Пошли с Глендоном поговорим. Не хочу я квесты пока другие выполнять. Идем по сюжетке.
Bertir to mad on all...
And so you have returned.
A face in the mountain of tears.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking into her. You have given the blood of the animals that protect. In choosing the path of silence, finally, you have completed the ritual. You choose to trust the way of Rose, and the island has seen your intelligence and also your compassion.
Am I authorized to encounter Enormil Frichtemann now?
If the High King agrees, yeah. Only a High...
I suppose that I'm going to need to convince them.
I do not know. And I believe...
Is he hiding?
He disappeared several months ago. The last people to have seen him, there was Dedra, Blacknid, Ulan.
My mother, alas.
Yes. I heard about your loss, Siora.
And divorced Tirce.
Dedra is the Mal of the clan of the Storm Warrior.
I've already met her. She sent me to confront a guardian.
That sounds like her. Ulan is the... It is said that he is the chief of the Earth.
Very well. I will go and see them.
Kwa walam said.
Окей. И что нам надо делать? Поговорить с Костиком. Ну, пошлите поговорим.
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord D'Orsay's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord D'Orsay has been attacked.
He believes? He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes, sir.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway, if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events, but know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The Islander convinced him to...
By Islander, do you mean the Denegat that came to treat his affliction?
Yes. A stranger. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small... I was told to protect our perimeter. According to the Islander, it was the only access to... Not a soul came along. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche.
And you ran? Do you know precisely where the company...
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. The Islanders said they were following the path.
Why didn't you go and look for yourself?
What? Alone? Well, what could I have done?
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or... But that's a question for your superior. My cousin was quite weak.
His Highness was feeling much better. The post... I mean to show no disrespect to His Highness. I wasn't your cousin.
That sounds like him.
I am sorry.
Dismissed.
Thank you, sir.
Сначала Костика найдем. Это что такое вообще? Хотя с другой стороны... Мне надо Костика найти, мне его жалко, блядь. Узнать, что с ним. Что за миссия провалилась только что? Что-то провалилось. Сюжетка движется, как говорится. Ой, хорошо, что мы тут были, что мы все до этого исследовали.
This is the camp that Constantine's escort must have established.
It looks more like a battlefield. I hope that Omega and your cousin survived the fight.
Search the zone. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what's happened here. This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the zone and taken this path followed by their assailants.
This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Katasak and Constantine would go.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinolmenawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Katasak wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. There are bodies, and without a doubt there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find. Crater. Without a doubt caused by an explosive potion. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures. More tracks. Footprints. They must have fled this way. Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat. These weapons are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against? Another burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames. I can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions. These poor soldiers were torn to pieces. Animals again, or something else. New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only the corpses of our own men, but where could these other soldiers have come from? More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on them?
Да? Или нам сюда? Тут ничего нет. Тут еще надо что-то найти. Что мы тут найдем? Блядь. Пошли туда.
There are footprints. Only a handful made it up to here.
Что это такое? Где этот профессор?
The path stops on this overlook, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantine or Katasak.
Maybe will protect me in this battle. Your magic is running out. Take a
Drink the potion.
I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge in some way be linked to this attack? That makes no sense. These vials look familiar. Katasach used the very same to stock his potions. He must have come here. I'm going to pick them up. And these rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. What could have happened here? I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantine, what have you gotten yourself into again? Very well, let's sum things up. Constantine and Katasach definitely came through here to perform some sort of ritual, but they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames. Could it be magic?
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path. No one...
Unless he himself was behind...
How could you even think something like that?
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantine captive, he now has leverage to apply to the colonists. But in all truth, I have no idea. But regardless of who is guilty, we could return to Wenxavier to learn... Perhaps Katasach returned there. We are also going to have to... Their soldiers were involved in the combat. Or
that trail seems a better one to follow. Katasach is a good man, but the soldiers and the lions have already betrayed you.
That's true. But I do not see how they... However, one way or... Let us be on our way with...
My dear children.
I'll see you later.
Конечно же, нам никак не спуститься. Ну ладно. Как-то говорит хороший, хуй там, я думаю. Здесь, а? Надо входить, чтобы поменять на этого солдата нашего Петруса неохота, конечно. Это не так уж и далеко.
Lady Morange tells me that a delegation from the De Vespe family just landed on the island.
From the look on your face, I take it their arrival is not good news. Are they that bad?
That family has a long-standing grudge against the Dorset family. Considering their cutthroat reputation, it would be well placed to join Lady Morange.
Че это, лагерь? с вами драться, идите в бар. Сколько грибков тут. Идем на заставу. Чё? Этих грибов уже, блядь, пора закрутки делать на зиму.
Colonials? You must have gotten lost to have come this far from nowhere.
This our day.
A legate? Pardon my dismay. But we don't... Captain Idris. I am the... What can I do for you?
I'm looking for Constantine d'Orsay.
The governor?
My cousin was part of an expedition. His men and his camp were... But we found no trace of his body, which has wounded and holding up somewhere.
Have you cast your suspicions? We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency. But the region is dangerous. The natives...
You do know that we found the bodies of seven...
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note.
And they are dead.
Explain yourself, Captain.
They were monitoring the zone. We have lost too many men to suppress. Yesterday, we heard screams.
And you didn't go and see... You hear screams. Certainly...
So the last of my men give up their life. You can think of me as a coward.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back? I understand what the feeling of being a... But if you know...
I don't know what to tell you, Excellency.
I can see how difficult your presence... I'm certain you haven't been... I cannot solve all of your
A
problems.
little gold would certainly improve...
A survivor?
He wasn't able to say a word. Our nurse sits with him, but his wounds are extreme.
I'm sorry to hear that, Captain.
Go and see the nurse. I can't take it anymore. Anything else?
Concerning the young...
Did you see them?
Not yet.
Really? This boy... Anything else?
I need to be going.
I would...
Подожди, этот выбор может влиять? Сохранимся на всякий случай.
What are you doing there?
I know. I've come to see...
That is very kind of him.
What are you saying?
No. I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to... I no longer, and now that we have a wounded patient...
Do you know what type of remedy?
Yes, at least I think so.
I see. Give me the rest.
Thank you.
У меня есть такое дура, на.
Were you able to conquer?
Yes, I was.
Give it to me.
Will he make it?
I hope so.
And if he survives, when could we speak?
Come back tomorrow at the same...
Very well.
See you soon.
Пока пойдем с Айденом подведем. Телефон тут есть? Хуйма, блядь. У нас есть 24 часа на все про все. Ну хотя может и больше. Только начнется через 24 часа.
I've heard stories of your exploits. It's unusual. It seems my Tiern was right. How can I help?
Katasak has disappeared.
What? But my Tiern followed you to help.
I don't know exactly what happened, but he took my cousin. Their escort was attacked, decimated by beasts.
And you believe that the Tiern has... Your heart must beat in shadow to believe that the man who offered you his hand...
Wait. Perhaps they were wounded. And your master wanted to take Constantine. We must find them at all costs.
Forgive me, Doneged. Your words are true,
There may be a way. I found these vials of potion on the...
They could very well. But no, they are not his. I do not know this smell. The plants used... Another Doneged must be implicated. But none that I know would... Who would attack the water that heals? The earth that feels?
Yes. I sincerely hope that we will find...
When you have discovered anything?
I have to go.
Wow.
Давай, побежали. Не понял сейчас. Все правильно. Вот. Давай зайдем через парадное, а то я иду чисто по приколу.
Hello, soldier.
Better. A lot better.
I simply prepared the potion that she... Could you tell me what happened during the attack?
We were posted up on the peak, and we heard sounds of fighting. Men were screaming. Soldiers of the Coin Guard and an islander were trying to protect a young man.
Constantine Catus...
Dozens of wild animals that seemed completely enraged and intense.
Flames?
I don't know. I didn't see... But I thought I saw another islander. There was practically no one left on the battle. I came to when I heard voices of islanders. I thought to myself, they're coming to finish off. I dragged myself here.
I'm going to have to go and find these rebels.
You shouldn't do that.
That's enough. Rest.
Yes, it's best I leave now. I'll have a word with your captain.
Excellency, thank you.
Please, I did nothing more.
Did you learn what you needed?
Yes. I was able to heal my cousin, a strange...
One of those rebel savages, no doubt. They must have learned that an important man was in the region and thought he...
Don't apologize. I know where the camp can be found, and if my cousin is there...
Like you freed the scholars, thank you again.
I need to be going.
I would very much like...
Нам надо в лагерь Удидгидестан. Окей.
Renaigse.
To speak to you about my cousin's... A soldier from the nearby outpost survived and told us that... I know that you see us as your enemies, but we are not... I only seek to find the man I consider... as well as the man who is protecting him. Katisach.
No Donea Exregao would attack Katasach.
If you didn't attack him, you must... I was told that an islander took my cousin away. Perhaps your men were there to aid...
We do not have your cousin, and we do not... As for Katasach, and the Vorst, Tire, he died from his wounds. That night, we heard the sounds of a terrible... We went to see the last breath of Katasach, and many of the Renaigse were dead. We carried the body of the Donegad and brought it here.
He gave his life to protect Constantine. This request might surprise you, but...
Why?
Examine him to understand. We were told that an island native was there and that he likely led the attack. That is the very reason I need to...
You may see him.
Вообще пофиг. Попробую убить, у меня магия вся прокачана, дура.
Katisach. Seeing the state of his body, I hate myself for having suspected him. Forgive me, Donegad, to have doubted your loyalty and even more for what we are about to do. Now then, let's see what story this corpse has to tell. The corpse retains the marks of a bludgeoning. There are large bruises all over it. I can see no wounds that could be attributed to a blade or a musket shot. The major wound is found on the chest, which was crushed by something tremendous, to the degree that the skin was torn. The ribs are in pieces and the organs punctured. The edges of the wound are singed and smell of burnt flesh. There is a powdery spot on this wound, as if from ash or dusty gravel. Katasach bore the brunt of this attack or incredible force. I would venture to say it was inhuman. I can only imagine one thing that could have inflicted such a wound. It's as if an enormous, burning stone hit him right in the center of the chest. And seeing as how the bodies of the soldiers we found were sporting wounds of a similar nature, we can deduce that we're on the tracks of a man, or a creature, capable of using molten rock as a weapon.
I can't imagine an Adaig behaving like this. It is not their way. That they might attack careless hunters or warriors, true, but to attack Katasach, the power to call volcano fires, could only be that of a guardian. No simple man wields mountain fire.
We still don't really know who is actually behind this attack, nor what they want. Judging by the severity of these wounds, I fear the worst for Constantine.
All your experiments. You've learned so little. You've learned to fear. Your instincts should have been enough.
We had to at least try. Are you not even concerned or angered by what happened to Katasach?
We've grown accustomed to the loss of lives, your relentless attacks and incessant treacheries. All the same, there is truth in your words. This attack is out of place. Guardian and Donegad would never attack one another. There is a ritual that might help us. Anatalas Fair.
The Anatalas Fair? What is it? Tell me more.
It is a magical rite that only a person with a powerful bond to both spirits and nature can perform. It allows the Donegad who chants it to relive the last moments of an Onol Manawi.
That would allow us to at least see the face of his assassin.
If what I have heard is true, yes. To my knowledge, only one Donegad still living knows the ritual.
Let's ask her for her help then. She might be able to tell us what has become of Constantine.
You are quick to ask another to put her mind in danger for your own concerns. Imagine the pain of the wounds of another, shaking your body as the cold of death crushes your beating heart. This is what you must ask of the Tiernahach. It is the price she must pay for performing the ritual. When her companion was lost in battle, fighting against your own, she wanted to live that death beside her. Since that day, our Tiernahach Kadachtas has never breathed air with the same breath.
That would explain her distrust of the colonials.
You must make her see your purpose. It may be the only way you are going to learn the fate of your cousin.
Ясно. А мы вот здесь. Тут что интересно? Будем это исследовать или нет? Погнали, посмотрим. Сундучок. Сундучки мы любим. Говорите, что там лагерь, да? Это камушек. Камушек это всегда приятно. Он не дает ему спуститься. Приятно. Хорошо, больше тут ничего нет. Еще там секретка. $1 миллион. Есть какой-то ход. Вот туда. Там мы еще не были, поэтому... Да, господи. прямо и там разберемся. Здесь поднимемся. Как раз этот буровочник, как его называется, бурачник. Да, не трогайте их, идем. Почему не были? Мы там были.
Hello, Mev.
Renoixe, why have you come here again?
I've come to ask you.
My help.
My cousin has been taken, and
Truly?
by performing the Anatalis Fair.
Katasach is dead. He was a good man.
He went with my cousin to my cousin has disappeared. We examined him.
Fire of the earth. Only the Nada, but none of our own would have.
This is why we need you. We want to understand.
And you will avenge the dead very well, Renoixe. Our island, Whale, the Anatalis Fair. You will need to act as my Voglendaig and bring to me the necessary ingredients while...
What do you require?
A potion. And listen, do not forget the viscera of the scav, because they ask...
He didn't have a way.
Where can I find...
In Duren's camp.
Very well, then we can...
In that case, let's go together to the ritual site.
Very well.
Блять, где я изготовлю изделия?
I recognize this weapon. It's Katasax, I'm certain. It must have been broken during the battle. Let's take it back to Mev.
А, ну это не проблема. Продавать тебе не матери.
Were you able to find the element?
Yes.
This is but the...
Yes.
Sit then in the...
Фу, гадость, блядь. Кишки падальщика. Пригубила чисто.
Katasar, we have come to learn the truth of your death. Ato al confrangawi brandi, olehana memen adestame haman. Baravridenan tahanemo quate grenfen. Linkui damda renaute da hodos.
Ходос? Нормально.
Lemat, de tahawan kloisam. De talugedon velam. De taragam buledam. De tatamenam reloidan. Adota lamen kantebedam en antelam verfragtango.
Нормально.
Katasak, help me, please.
Show no fear. I do not think he means you any harm.
What is this? This monster. Why is it attacking us?
I don't know. I don't understand. It is as if it seeks you out. It wants you.
You never should have done that, Katasach. To save one, Renaikse, you put us all in great peril. His spirit is different. He receives badly. You have woven the bond of the Deathbringer.
What is happening to you? Get a hold of yourself. Come on.
I cannot believe it. He has returned.
Who has?
Finbar. The High King. We thought he was dead. He disappeared months ago.
Is he the attacker? And what of Constantine? Have you seen a young blonde-haired man? He was sickly.
Yes. The golden-haired was there. And he was afraid. Katasach protected him before he was killed by Finbar. Leave me now. I am very tired.
How are you feeling?
Better.
If I want to have any hope of finding Constantine...
Do you know where to look for him?
The kings and queens could tell me when they saw him for the last...
Then you must arm yourself with patience and courage on Almanawi.
Thank you, Mev. You have helped...
Do not thank me. In order all that...
Farewell.
Вот как раз это последу Верховного Короля. Прикольно. Здорово. Погнали. Жалко, что в жизни саундтрек не будет. Кого вы напали? Делать нехуй. Начнем говорить с первого, и там посмотрим, что будет. Где она находится? Почему мы сюда не тэпнулись сразу? Никакой заварушки тут нет. Что, не могли сразу сюда тэпаться на этот камушек? Драма.
To what do I owe the...
I'm in need of your help, Ulan. I was told that you were one of the last...
I wouldn't know where you are our ally. We had met in the council. A door had Gennady, but we were unable to come. Some of us are full of violence. And Deirdre and the poor Bladnid were among them, alas. And only speak about the massacres. I defended you, of course, and attempted to make them hear reason. With some help from the cautious Donkas. But our disagreement angered Vimba. He wanted to go...
Do you think he might have...
I doubt it. Even if he decided...
Thank you, Ula.
Anything else?
Nothing.
Веншавари. Окей. Кого нам лучше взять? Пускай танчит. Мы еще не были, да? Ой, блядь. Я так надеялся, что это финал. Тут еще столько новых локаций. Да, ну что тут сильные монстры. Еще броню ему снимем. Лайнер, окей. Тут всего 2 лайнера. Так, на входе доебутся.
Beard, dear Tomad.
Hello.
Really? Then you are might I do something?
I am looking to find Vinbar. He disappeared after visiting the...
You should speak with Sarah. She is...
Where might I find...
I do not know. Anything else?
Goodbye.
What I want to say.
Где эта Сера? Вот она. Ну, девочка, моя сладкая, ну говори, давай.
Dear Tumad, it is rare. Is there something I can do for you?
Would you know where I could find...
She left to follow Vimbar.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Our High King, his bond with the mountain is very strong.
He is becoming a Nadaig. It is the...
Sarah knew that the mountain would take him back. She went to attempt to bond her. We haven't seen her since. Anything...
I'm looking for High King Vinbar, but some...
If any...
Where is this...
Wait, any...
Thank you for your help.
Well... Is there something...
What?
When we eat anything...
You must...
But he and him any...
You seem...
But because any...
Thank you for your help.
Well...
Nike. Partir to mad.
Partir to mad.
Partir to mad.
Is there something I can do?
Thank you for your...
You should speak to the mob.
Да ё-моё.
Might I do something?
I heard talk about a cap.
It is a place where the dawn within the earth. They hear there are some on Tirfradi. The closest to the entrance is sealed, hidden. It is a sacred place. Anything else?
Goodbye.
Wow. Уф. Нормально нам идти. Ну, мы пойдем. Вала-вака-ва-ва. Пускай броня у них сломается, спокойно убьем. Это вот разливаем. Это лагерь, да? Не знаю. Теперь знаем. Два лагеря мы распечатали. Всего лишь два. Что заметить. Причем такая, что большая и локация. Эри.
What stops your tongue? You think someone's coming to save you? Give in. Your life is in our hands. It is time to tell us all you know. The sooner you
Не трогайте ее, это мое.
We're not alone. We better be discreet if we want to keep the element of surprise.
She's been enduring this punishment for hours, blow upon blow through gritted teeth.
Truly savage beast we have here. Do we even know if it speaks our language?
Leave us.
You will eventually tell us how you found your way into that grotto. Your defiance is only prolonging the inevitable. You remind me of that rat my master was studying. The creature used all of its fire, in an effort to escape. Scratching, twisting, refusing to understand that the cage holding it was its only remaining world. It had everything it could ever need, but it wouldn't stop looking for a way out. Even though its fate was now sealed to serve science. Its animal instinct drove it to flee.
Я не могу пропустить это.
It had strangled itself between the bars of its own cage in a final futile attempt to escape. It was an enormous beast and very clever. If it had simply relented, it could have lived peacefully for many years. Instead of that, these monsters are torturing her. Come, we must set her free.
If we act now, we'll certainly have to fight them. But if we wait until nightfall, we should be able to set her free discreetly. It's your decision.
Что нахуй? Что это? Умы из пещеры знания, окей.
How are you feeling?
Better now. But who are you? You two.
We were told at Wen Shavar that you and...
I wish I knew where he was right now. I waited a long time and then I...
You believe this is where he's hiding?
No. But he came here often. You saved me. And...
Let's try to escape without bloodshed. We must get you to a safe place.
Here is the entrance to the... I hope that Vinbar has left a clue to where he went.
Is it your wish to join?
He is my Manundanem. That we must be...
I understand.
The caverns of knowledge are truly sacred.
But you're not a Donegad.
I am not. But I must enter, even if I...
Put your fears to rest. How do we enter?
Allow me.
Karans. Could
Can
you
you-
put on and
For you? Alas,
Iron. Anything else?
I must leave.
Пошла нахуй, короче.
The paint of this fresco is still fresh. It's of a crowned man. Vinbar, no doubt. A face has been painted.
The spirit. My heart did not betray me.
Was that why you came in here?
To understand, yes. As the years, I thought at first it was due to his... But now I see that he was hearing... He had no choice but to answer it.
Разрушено.
These paintings are older. This looks like it represents a man.
He is a Donegad. Becoming a Nadaik, Vinbar was also bound to the mountain.
If I understand correctly,
Yes. The Sinolminawi bind them to a specific... But how could a guardian of the plains resemble...
Do you believe that Vinbar is readying himself to undergo...
For some, it takes years. For others, it might take place the very moment. I hope only to have the...
Given how well hidden this seed was, it must open an important passage. All we have to do is find out which. This mural is also ancient. It seems to show a doorway into the mountain. This door appears to be in front of a circle of stone.
The Donegada seal set...
Yes, I've run into similar. But here, there are two that... For one, the flower motifs seem to indicate which plant is required.
This is possible. The caverns of knowledge. This painting must teach the younger how to reach the sacred.
In that case, shouldn't there be an...
The initiates also learn by listening.
Оп, телепорт произошел жесткий. Здесь что-то. Надо, кстати, смотреть часто на карту, на скрытые места. Так, тут ничего.
On this one, we see a sacred site. We also see the path.
This must... And...
Do you reckon...
I think so.
With all that we've learned from studying these paintings, we should be... I just hope there's still an... And that
Who is...
I seek them both. I had hoped that Vinbar would help me enter, but I learned from the Tierna Hak Kadactus that he took my cousin.
The Tierna told you this? And so you...
No. Only to save my...
None of what you say makes sense. Why? My head spins.
Please, go ahead.
I have a feeling we shouldn't have let this woman leave on her own.
Sarah is upset, and I don't think that she trusts us. We should hurry and catch up to her.
I shouldn't have told her about Constantine. She must have thought we wanted to kill her husband. This door is locked. Sarah has put us in a very tricky situation.
She did not want us to find Vinbar. Come, these caves often have several exits.
Так. Пока оставим все нетронутым, короче. Ладно, нахуй. Может, зря я спрыгнул. Не, ну так бы я не сработал скрипт, как она закроет пещеру, правильно? Интересненько. Так, никаких тут скрытых движух нет, но давай на карте посмотрим отдельно этих ходов. Не бачу. То есть можно было в эту пещеру вот так вот зайти, а они открывают ее с помощью магии там. Ну это ёбнуться просто. Тут на этой поляне нет никакой секретки. И обратно можно так подняться? Ну да, если постараться. Ладно, бред полный. А, вот здесь уже нельзя забраться. Окей, ладно. Наебка. Ладно, сейчас между лагерями. Тэпнемся. Это чё? Чё тут огонь?
These traps weren't here when we went through with Sarah earlier.
She must have set them to make sure that we wouldn't be able to follow her.
Let's hurry and find this passage to the northern mountain before she decides to come and fight us directly.
Сука, зря я спасли думал. Эри. 320 проходу. Постойте. Нахуй вы на них напали, идем. Камешек. Камешки мы уважаем. Уже 6 очков. Тупо некуда потратить.
This is the place which was depicted on the mural in the Cave of Knowledge. Vimbar must have hidden the passage.
Все, мы все нашли, что ты выебался? Где мы сейчас? Что за задание? Найди следы Вимбара. Что у нас босс-файт тут? Ладно, какой-то ящик. Еще один ящик наверху. Олан Манави, блядь. Ага, это будет короткий путь. Мы будем возвращаться с этой пещеры. Найди следы долбоёба, я думаю. Тут нельзя забраться. Ой, там лестница сзади. Надо обойти. Сюда руду ебать. Нас даже не видно было. Сейчас броня с них спадет. Продлить. Щитом ебанем. Вынося полотно. Так, идем Костика спасать. Йоу. Статуя прикольная, конечно. Прикольно. Щиток маленький, а здоровье у него дохуя. Не слабо. Сколько опыта, интересно, за таких дают? Еще, ну эти звери мы знаем. И сюда. И туда. Давай сначала туда, куда нас не ведет.
once again.
Все и так идет в одну степь, скажем. Это мы под гору идем. Подожди. А, тут еще один путь был. Ну, похоже, что да, ладно, пофиг.
Finally, we've made it to high ground. Now, let's find this trail to the sanctuary. It can't be far from here. Bloodied feathers.
I wouldn't like to meet the bird they...
Looks like Vinbar must have... He will soon become a god. If we want to have any chance...
Ну, мы уже побеждали на арене такого, не? Не сильно того
More
не
of these
опасен.
giant feathers. We're on the right trail.
Вот здесь будет босс-файт, да? 5. Поехали.
You should not have come all this way, Renaikse.
Sarah, we must see him. We saved you. Why have you... And why do you now stop us from...
In spite of your friendship with these monsters, but I learned looking at Vinbar has heard the call. Even if it breaks my heart, no one must stop him. I am his menu.
His path led him to kill Katasach. I'm sorry, Sarah.
Eitmo!
Всем стоять. Всем продлить. 40 секунд. Никого не буду убивать, это первое. Что? Все? Нет, не все. Значит, я их убью. Стало, блядь. В общем-то, фиолетовая. Минус островитяне, да? Вообще похуй. Семя Керы? Фу, звучит не очень.
Over there. More feathers.
Где перья? Я ни одного пера не увидел.
More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail. It's not possible.
It's possible, другалечек. Одеваешь курточку другую, и все становится possible. Давай ее отделим. камешек был спрятан. Прикольно. Ну давай. Ты что тут?
We found the entrance to the sanctuary. With Constantine, we need to find... This must be the entrance to Vinbar's sanctuary.
У нас есть
But
все
it's
семена.
obstructed. He knows how to protect his home. A stone altar. It resembles the one that protects the passage to Mev's sanctuary. This must be where I need to place the seed. And here is another altar. Are 2 seeds necessary to open the passage? The seed that Sarah was carrying should work.
To think that she gave her life to protect the one she loved.
Now that we have both seeds, the ritual should work.
Семя Керы есть. F5. Ну давай. Сейчас мы тебя быстренько угомоним, братишка. Рассказ мертвеца выполнен. Найти Константина. Ну, Константину пизда, походу. Костик. Костик. Не хочет. А я хочу. Алтарь без ничего. Кстати, никаких лагерей, да, не было? А, был лагерь, мы пропустили. О, босс-файт. Поехали, другалёч. Ля, вокруг него летает Пиш. Живой пока.
King Vinbar, why? Constantine didn't do anything. He has never sought to wrong your people in any way.
Like a worm he burrows. You are so naive. You cannot see with my eyes. Enol Milfrichtimin saw the wound. From atop the volcano, he warned me of the danger. Fed by bitterness, driven by desire, taking without giving, he will be the end of us all.
You have gone completely mad.
Take it. You are too blind, too renaikse to understand.
Leave him.
Да ты шо, матрица пошла. Постой, другалёчек, постой. Щит повесить. Могут зайти, да? Не, ну он слабый вообще оказался. Да, как хорошо, что я магию так чуть
I cannot. Oh, source of life.
Free him! Damn it!
хуйня диалог-то, блядь. Сидеть, блядь. Сидеть, нахуй. Папочка говорит, сидеть, блядь. Куда собрался? Сидеть, броню уничтожим, сука, там будешь летать, блядь. Сидеть. Кости кожи отдыхают, типа, папочка, типа, наверное. Что ж там Костик, блядь, замыслил? Сиди, пока сиди. Баф на него и погнали, блядь. Пошел замес жестко. Все? Я думал, будет жестче. Я люблю жестче. Ну давай освободим дурака, блядь.
Constantine! Wake up, please, I beg you! Hang on. We're bringing you home to get you healed.
Ну такое себе. Слабенький файтик.
3 days have passed since we returned. I need to go to the palace to see if Constantine has finally awoken.
Хорошо, на этом закончим пока сегодня.